Hello people, my name is Rage and welcome and all to our Afterbirth greed streak, and it's time to kick things up a notch because today we're going to be playing with pure unrefined, wait for it, unrefined Eve. Oh yes, we are going to be supping deep from the chalice of pure essence of Eve. And I'm going to stop talking about this before I end up saying something that I don't want to say. Oh. What's that noise? I think my internal cringing at some of the words that sometimes come out my mouth finally found an external voice. All those times, all those situations across all these years where I do stuff that makes me think, God, I'm an idiot, but I never really let it out. I think now it's finally achieved it. I think now whenever I'm awkward, I'm going to end up going, which isn't good, because, you know, you slide up to someone, it's like, hey you, how about hello? Oh. Which just really doubles it up, because not only have you proven that you're a moron, you then start getting really creepily, and it's even worse on the phone, trust me, because you ring someone up, you forget what you were gonna say, and that's awkward in itself. So then the first thing that you say to someone down the phone is which never paints a good picture, does it? It really doesn't. Also, we need to stop the waves, because otherwise we are going to die here, because we are being very, very much overwhelmed. As much as I hate having to tactically stop the waves, I think it makes sense in this instance. Yes, indeed. So, basically, TLDR, guys, don't make a noise whenever you feel awkward or embarrassed, because it's just gonna heighten things in a really poor way. Though that does need to be examined. Just what have vampires paid a... Then that's the mystery. I need you guys to answer the mystery. Just what have vampires paid? What have they paid for? What is it that they think is worth their hard vampire cash? That's what I need to know in the comments, and it better be convoluted. It better be so goddamn convoluted. So if we actually went down that route, hey, Nod Leaf, that's not horrible. And, doubly, and, we can now grab this, but it will lose me Whore of Babylon, so I don't know if it's inherently worth it. I mean, it could be, right? So we could play this, because I can do that, and then you can take another one. What you gonna give me? A rune, a Burkano rune, not an excellent rune, but a rune nonetheless, and then we'll lose Whore of Babylon, right? We're freshy whitey Evie. That's my rap name! Yo, what up to my fans out there? It's freshy whitey Evie coming at you from the Kanto region! I hope you're ready to get your vapory on, because we're gonna flare it up in here, and we're gonna make the atmosphere jolting. Let's do it. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, I tried to get fed an Everstone, but I was like, no, get out of my dome. I'm not even going to go down this route because I know full well it's not going to result in anything good. A double smallening. That's actually kind of very good. And I guess we'll do this because then we'll activate it again, get some extra damage, and we should be in a pretty good position for now. So imagine if every time you felt a strong emotion, you had to make a noise with it. I guess anger makes sense because it's just, ah. But the thing is, it compels you. So, you know, you're happy, you're chilling, and somebody goes in and goes, oi! You're a silly, and then you, instead of the usual, yeah, whatever, screw you, man, you have to make a, oh, because that's the emotion you're feeling. Obviously, if it doesn't actually make you angry, you don't have to, but where the awkwardness comes in is jealousy, because it would mean everyone would kind of know what they've made you feel based on the noises you're compelled to make. So let's say somebody's made you happy, and like, oh, you know, I got you some sweets while I was out, you know, that's, I thought you'd like some, and then instead of being like, oh, cool, thanks, man, you gotta be like, oh, and everyone's just there like, seriously? I mean, I guess if it applied to all humans, no one would find it weird. We'd just have to deal with it. But, I mean, imagine, I am going to mug you, your money or your wife. And then you'd be feeling either angry, so your response would have to be, oh, which would just, you know, elevate things. Or you could be scared, in which case you'd have to be like, oh. So, the mug is standing up to you, your money or your wife. Sorry, what? We need emotion noises. Society would be so much better for them. But jealousy, what would noise for jealousy be? Would it just be like, oh? No, that just sounds like kind of anger. But then again, it'd be kind of like modified anger, wouldn't it? So I'm not entirely sure, but we would definitely need one for jealousy. But what would it be? Oh my god, so many giant spiders on my face. I mean, one giant spider is enough giant spiders for your face. Never mind DOS giant spiders. Okay, keep them going on. That is fun. Slap that around the place. Careful. Careful. And Devil Deal. I will take this, because then we get a permanent damage up, along with the permanent damage up for now having permanent Whore of Babylon health. So I think that works out very, very well for us. Definitely don't need Betrayal. That is fine. I'd rather save the health for future Devil Deals. And all in all, a pretty okay first floor greed mode. Nothing crazy, but I would say I'm definitely about this floor. Ha! Tied it in. Alright, we'll get Squeezy, which is now a lovely tier increase, though our tiers are still very, very small, considering that we are whoring it up as well as squeezying it up. You'd think we'd have a lot higher tier rate. Ooh, Transcendent tiers, yes please! Always in the makings of a quality greed run. You know what? Do I want to, though? Do I really want to go in there and get the chest? I'm not sure I do. I feel like it might not be worth it. I'd rather just grab the synth oil, and then I think I'll blow those up for the potential moolah. Yes, that works out lovely. So we're up to a fairly good solid amount of damage, and this should be definitely enough to carry through this floor. But the future ones, I don't know, but we do have a lot of potential here, and that's really the main thing. We needed to be loaded with potential. We're so tiny! Little tiny Eve. Oh, that's glorious. Alright, you're gonna explode. That is cool. And then we'll slap the bats, these fools. Careful. Alright, these guys, don't let them squirt blood on you. I mean, it should really be acid blood. I think in Afterbirth Plus, we definitely did an acid blood enemy. And I mean, I know a lot of enemies need creep around the place, which is kind of like acid blood, but I think there needs to be like a dot. You know how like, you can poison enemies? I think a really cool hard opposing enemy would be one that if it touches you, you just consistently take damage for a bit. So he does like 1.5 hearts in total, half a heart, then half a heart, then half a heart, but it really kind of punishes you for taking damage. But I guess in certain situations where you have a trinket or an item that works with you taking damage, that would be kind of an interesting way. Talking of interest, when somebody picks your interest with the noise emote system, of course the correct noise you're compelled to make is, did you know that crocodiles are functionally immortal and can only ever die of actual disease, starvation, or just being killed by being chopped in half, and many other, you know, gruesome methods, but chopped in half came to mind, you know. I was in I was in 2. Oh god, the Great War of Twos. I forget. I've just been reminded. I was in the Great Battle of the Squares versus the Triangles. They thought the geometry wars would never end. But no, it didn't. Wait, geometry's not the same as numbers, so the 2 wars wouldn't make sense if they were a thing. See, this is why I failed maths. I can't tell the difference between a triangle and the number 2. That's just... God damn it, brain. Why? Just once can I go an Isaac run without someone having legitimate evidence to put me away in a lunatic asylum. That would be real swell. Alright, apart from the spun transformation, there's no real need to take speedballs, so I'd rather save my money for future floors. I think that's a better example, yeah. But the noise for, you've just said an interesting factoid, is definitely, ooh, and you have to completely make that entire noise. Do I want the health up? Certainly not now, potentially. Actually, no, we could do. In fact, yeah, we're going to. The reason being is we can always just use our spacebar item, get extra damage, and then jobs are good. I do also very much want the gold chest. I'm just very tempted by it. The mystery of what could be in there. We'll use 1. That doesn't really matter. And then we get even more itty-ditty. Look at us. The tiers are basically bigger than us right now. Ooh, Dad's key. Well, ain't that just convenient? And Wheel of Fortune and the Hangman. Well, we'll grab the Wheel of Fortune. In fact, no, we'll grab the Hangman as well. That's actually really, really good. In fact, we probably want both of them. And I also think double, in fact, will keep Dad's key. Actually, do we want to keep Dad's key? I'm not entirely sure that we do, because we'll grab that, open this to see if it was worth it. I believe it is. We technically made 1 coin, because the bomb is worth a coin. And I think we'll also play this, because we can on Eve. I think this is a better use of our hearts than just powering ourselves up with the spacebar item, definitely. We'll give him a couple more, and he gave us Judgment, so that's fine. We'll put Judgment over here, because I'm going to do like a nice little coalescing section of bombs. Alright, you can have some black hearts, and not an item still. The sun! That's actually really useful. We can use that to heal up and continue giving him the goods. Item? I mean, if we get another small pill, that's absolutely amazing, but I feel like that's not going to happen for us. God, we're doing a lot on this floor. Not a lot of good stuff, but we are doing a lot of stuff. Holy crap. Power pill! Look, we're just a little mini chomping head. That's adorable. Oh, I love that. That is just great. Okay, so we want to go grab this back. Then we want to go back over here. In fact, no, what we want to do is, in fact, go grab the other tarot card that we left behind, because we might as well get a lot of compound value out of this. Thank you very much, Curse of the Maze. There we go. We're actually allowed it now. But yeah, that is actually a true fact, by the way. Crocodiles are literally immortal. They won't die of old age, well, ever, as per the rules of immortality. So if you keep one in a place that's sustained enough, because the only reason they die is they eventually get so large that they starve to death. They can't contain themselves anymore. They need more food than is available to them. So how awesome is that? If you have yourselves a spare like couple $100 and you want to go out of your way to buy a crocodile and then keep it in a very, very large open space and keep it consistently fed with like cows and children, it'll eventually grow to like 50 foot long, and you could recreate an actual real life horror movie where they have giant animals eating people, and you could be the owner of your brand new crocodile horror pack. What do you think of that, Danny? What do you think of that? Don't think I didn't notice you sneaking behind me. Don't slowly back out the room. I may have had an unexpected visitor there, but I think that's okay. But how cool would that be? Having your own immortal 20 feet long crocodile pack. 20 meters long even. That is much more impressive. And it would just keep going and going and going. I think that's just incredible. God, I love reptiles. Isn't that right, Lust? Yeah, that's right. Alright, let me slap you down a little bit. There we go. And then we'll kill the angel as well. Oh, hang on, we nearly lost Horror of Babylon. But I guess I still don't really want to. Ow! God damn it, stop doing beams! At least we don't have to fight the other angel straight after, so it's just this easier one. But that's kind of a very, very unlucky boss for us. Our little bird friend trying their best to kill them. That's very good. And I guess let's go. Oh my god, why? Why? I know it's a lot of people's dream to have 3 at once, but not like this. Okay, come on, Lust. Come on, this is it. I can beat you. I can beat... Oh, that's a good point. What would be the sound that would force if you were feeling a lust-based emotion? Just be... Oh, God. Well, I guess that'll do nicely. That's pretty good for Eve. That's a lot of damage. We are doing very, very well. Kind of still need just a little bit more of a kick to it this run, especially as we do have a lot of spare money, but there's just not been that much to do. I guess we may as well re-roll this, right? We got the bombs, we got the money. Let's see what we can end up with. Do I want the key? I mean, we're on the depths, so there is technically 2 left, but I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather just get some good items. We can get the tears from Mr. Dolly, definitely. That should give us pretty much a effective tier cap for us. So we don't need any more tier items, so we'll see what else joins up. Definitely don't need the battery. Oh god, if we were Lilith right now, god, this would just be incredible. Well, I guess we gotta leave that and move on. I mean, I'm not too unhappy. These are very, very powerful tiers we are rocking here. Probably should have got rid of the fly. Should have got Dad's key because we got rid of all our health, because in the end I resolved to keep this because it is really useful for permanently activating Horror of Babylon, but as it stands, I got denied. We'll take this because we can afford to have 1 health and still have Horror of Babylon, and this way devil deals are a lot more attractive, because you got to make sure that Satan is looking his sexiest at any given moment. And full health. Infested. It's not great, but at least our item room's incredible. Alright, yeah, no, that's pretty good. I think that's definitely what I would call an incredible item room. Not bad, team. Really pretty good job, in fact. Okay, let's have ourselves a reroll. The meat fly jar, not really great. More tears, not really something that we need. God, we are rerolling with speed here. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's go one more. Wow, this is really unlucky. One more, and we broke it and still got nothing. Come on, world! Stop holding out on me. You know you want to give me some really interestingly amazing items that just make me want to go, yeah! And jump and shout and go, yeah! And pause in midair and have a cool, really freeze-frame cheesy still at the end of my movie. You know you want to do that to me. Let me have a cheesy still game! That actually does sound like some sort of savory snack, doesn't it? Do we have any cheesy stills in, or are we all out? Nah, I ate the last one. How could you? How could you? We need to kill these before more enemies pour in and keep them alive. That is fine. Obviously, having Fear Shot is really excellent in this scenario, and getting the extra range up from Mr. Dolly means our Transcendent Tears are going to do a lot more work for us, so generally, this should be rather good. Yes. Let's kill the brains of the operation, because without that, the rest is just going to fall apart and die horribly. And now we've got our bosses. We may as well just get these over with. I mean, there's not really anything we can super duperly buy, and we still do have a nice surplus pool of money, because our actual item rooms have been very kind to us on this, so we've not desperately needed something from the shop. The shop's very much just been bonus, but we're so tiny. We are just so tiny. I can't get over how tiny Eve is here. This is probably the tiniest I've ever been in a run, which is quite ridiculous thinking about it. Obviously, tactical damage there to kill him faster. Go. Yeah! Alright, I'm more than happy to take damage there to not have to fight him for 8 years. I really am. Oh god, this is a really irritating instance of the mum fight, because they can't really get to the things that well, and this should be fine now. Just stand here, gonna kill her, and I refuse to move! Even if a tear is coming straight at me, I will stand firm and resolute. Oh god, no, I lied. I seriously lied. Hey, I nearly stood firm and resolute. It's not my fault I was scared. Alright, that'll do. So again, nothing crazy that we want in the shop, so it's time to move on to our final item room. Granted, with how item rooms are going, I'm very confident about this one. And we do have Nord League, so I guess we could just let Demon Turret Baby kill the entirety of Greed by himself, but that all seems like a really dull thing to do. I'll admit I'm very tempted to... Oh, what a waste. I'll admit I'm very tempted to get Chaos here. I feel like it might be good. I mean, that's okay. It is good. Oh, and the Halo's fine too. And now I am glad I kept my spacebar item. It is fine because we're going to have ourselves a lot of tears when we take damage, and we will be taking damage. So I think just to spice this up, we'll see how Chaos does indeed go, and take all of our money to the shop, where we'll end up doing quite nice. We're going to get even extra damage, Whore of Babylon, our Milk Spill, and then look at this. This is some serious Infinity Tears. I am very much liking this. Yeah, that's kind of like more than doubled our tier rate, so surprisingly, very cool find there. I like that item because it's so much better than holy water, isn't it? You know what holy water should do? It should also either give you like the trail like Aquarius when it breaks, or give you a kind of worse version of... In fact, no, what holy water should do is give you a mysterious liquid but with the Aquarius tier trail, so you gain a little bit of a bonus to your actual shots in the room where you crack your holy water, or at least make it like 3 times the radius, because it is just absolutely pathetic. And the good thing about getting the HP up that also slowly heals us is when it does put us to half a heart like that, we can afford to use our spacebar again and get even more damage, which should happen a fair few times on the greed fight. So all in all, this run is really coming together something lovely. If this was a recipe, I'd be tasting the sauce in the pan, going and then going, that's alright, and then turning around and doing a thumb up to the camera, and both of them spawned on the fires. Oh man. Anybody want some roast spider? No, you're right, actually, that's a terrible idea. Nobody ever wants roast spider, though then again, people do actually eat roast spider, so go figure. And Yay! What a book. What a great, great devil deal there. So I suppose then that really is it. We don't need anything else from here. I mean, a part of me does want the last 2 secret rooms, so maybe I buy this. And we'll see what we end up with. Is it in here? It is in here. And I think that was worth it. We gained health, because secret rooms have the potential to be really brokenly strong in greed mode, because they can have stuff like Yara and diamonds in. So really, I think it's kind of worth it. Oh, Curse of Darkness, not bad. And we got Transcendent Tears going on. A lot of Gupster. Do we have a reroller? We do, and we just got given some bombs, so that's lovely. I don't think we are going to get Guppy, so we'll get rid of that. We don't need the extra tears. Do we need the damage from Stee? I don't think that we do. I'll reroll that once more. Come on, Chaos. Just once, I beseech you. Grant me something glorious, you know? Alright, not puberty. We don't really need that. I can see forever. God damn it! Of course that happened. Of course it frickin' did. Well, I guess we don't really have a choice but to reroll with money. Alright, fine. Steven, since you won't go frickin' away, I will get the lump on my head. And we'll also get Blood Clot. That's very good. Ooh, we could have double tiny planet. I like that. I do like that a lot. I love that the Infinity is just erasing the Blood Clot each and every time, but I guess that means it's still technically there. So we'll damage up and make this happen. Oh, yes, I like that. You can really see the difference between the big Blood Clots and the little non-ones. So we've got ourselves our extra tears. That is good. Our milk hath been spilt and hath been carted away by the milk fairy, who arrives at night and slurps your milk. That would be so irritating if there was actually a fairy for everything, and it's actually just a really constant onward battle between humanity and the fairies, because they just keep stealing our shit, and obviously we're like, dude, stop stealing our shit, and they're like, hee, we're fairies, you can't do anything. So we have like a technological arms race with this race of fairies, and end up coming up with new and better ways of beating them in this really tiny micro technology, and we have a whole new cast of Soldier, the fairy hunter, which sounds really lame, but they assure all of their friends that it really is badass and super advanced work. I guess it's kind of like Artemis Fowl, if anybody's read that book series. I enjoyed them very, very much when I was younger. Okay, get that bomb back away from me. That is good. So yeah, we're destroying fairly hard right now. These blocks around the place are irritating. Oh look, we did actually have to face the other angel. That's kind of really annoying, actually. I am a little bit concerned at how fast we're going to kill Greed, though we did annihilate that angel way, way faster than the other one, so perhaps I am definitely worrying over nothing. And we've now reached Brimstone. Oh no, he's dead. Oh wait, no, Brimstone is when he's got his head up, not when he's got his tail up. The tail is just the web of slowing stuff. Whoa, careful. You might actually hit someone with that if you're not paying attention. You don't want to accidentally teleport. Teleport? Yes, you don't. Well, I mean, to be fair, you don't. Although, would you? If somebody told you you have the ability to teleport, the catch is, however, that you have no control where you go and you'll end up randomly anywhere in the world. However, it will be safe. So you won't get teleported miles into the ocean, you won't get teleported in concrete. No matter what you do, it will still be safe, but you are just going to get randomly teleported around the world. Do you accept it? Do you go for it? We may as well re-roll once more. We only have enough money for one more item anyway. Satanic Bible, not really what I want. Hey! Now we are talking! That's awesome, and I am really, really... In fact, no, I'm gonna get the money. We require... That's actually a lot of tears. That's not bad. We require Whipworm with this. Yes, there we go. That is awesome. Tiny Mutant Infinity. That is lovely. What a great greed mode. It's been too damn long since we've had a sick final... Oh, now we have bombs. God damn it. Since we've had a sick final synergy in a greed mode, and I'm happy it hath happened once again. We'll blow this up and see what the tarot card is. Nothing great. It's a judgment. Actually, you know what? We'll go for the judgment. We'll see what we end up with there. What you gonna give me? What you gonna give me? Health down. That's actually really, really terrible. Thanks, judgment. Really appreciate it. Come on. Come on. Give me something. Don't make me regret this. Don't make me regret this. That doesn't help at all unless it's got like really, really good stuff in. I can't keep up. I can't keep doing the judgment, otherwise I'll die as much as I really want to. Oh, we could also wiggle waggle. I don't know which one is better. I think the whooshing is better, but this is really irritating that we only have such a little amount of health and no real way of getting more survivability. God damn it, that judgment backfired so freaking hard. I mean, I'm sure I can still make this happen, but it's definitely not going to be as easy as it previously was. Though looking at that, our damage is fairly solid, not quite max level, which is weird because you think it would be given what I've got going on here on Eve, but that's fine. We can afford this. And granted, again, we are in the lucky position of if it comes to it, I can just Nord Leaf and Demon Turret baby him down forever and there's nothing he can do about it. We kind of do need to take damage, but I guess I should wait until I happen to anyway. There's no point deliberately doing it to get our tier upgrade. That was very, very close. I should technically be firing away from him. And also, Tiny Planet on green mode is great because you do passively kill all of the coins that he's summoning. And obviously, Infinity shit with Tiny Planet is great because that means the walls aren't going to stop your lovely, lovely rotating. Though I am very, very concerned that I don't have a way of doing this. Because the thing is, if I do get to 1 heart for the sake of the greed streak, I'm going to have to Nord Leaf it up, and, well, I don't want to have to do that, you know? Obviously I don't. That would suck. So many bombs, so little time, but we're going to kill most of them before they're a threat. Oh, look! Would you look at that? The Steam sale. How convenient. So convenient to get it on this floor. Thanks, world. Really appreciate that. Gonna start throwing his coins at me. I mean, we've got him to half health and we've only taken 1 damage, so statistically, if that ratio keeps up, then we will, of course, kill him. But who knows? Who does indeed know? Seriously, I need to know who knows. Any of you guys omniscient? Any of you know what's up? No? I mean, if you could contact me, that'd be great. Then again, you'd already know that I'd want you to contact me, and you already haven't, so I guess pleading for it isn't really going to change everything, you know. Omniscience kind of gives you that ability to be a little bit arrogant if you literally know everything in the universe, you smug bastard! Alright, keep them killing. Keep them killing. That was very close. I feel like I very nearly got a load of coinage in my face. And obviously the infinities, meaning that when I'm moving around the room like this, my tears are just being sent flying into really random places, which eventually still collide with mine enemies. So that is lovely. And we're getting there. We are definitely getting there. God, I am loving Tiny Planet on Ultra Greed. This is going very, very well. Think I care about your extra zombies? They won't even break it through the ring of defense. Go, defensive ring! Oh, this is great. They can't get anywhere near me. Look at that. What a slaughter. And who doesn't love slaughtering zombies? Goodbye, Ultra Greed. You tried your best. Oh god, he's healing. Stop him. There we go. Like if you enjoyed this, guys. I am really happy for once that I got Chaos. And subscribe for more if you want it. I mean, I'm just giving you the options from God, get off my back. Though I know I have a nice cushion on there. But it's been Rage. Oh, goodbye.